How's it going, folks? J.A.M here, YouTuber, long-time critic of Donald Trump. I have another video here, and this is about his most recent phone call with some Republicans in Georgia in which he incriminated himself for a full hour. And I just want to break this up into a few videos and comment in between his insane comments and crazy talk. Let's get started.
The bottom line is when you add it all up, and then you start adding, 300,000 fake ballots, then the other thing they said is in Fulton County and other areas, and this may or may not, because this just came up this morning, that they are burning their ballots, that they are shredding ballots and removing equipment. They're changing the equipment on the Dominion machines, and that's not legal. And they supposedly shredded, I think they said 3,000 pounds of ballots, and that just came to us as a report today.
Burning and shredding ballots. I'm surprised he's not saying that people are using ballots to line their bird cages and to wash their cars and to wipe their butts. What else is he going to come up with? All of this sounds very much made up on the spot.
But Brad, if you took the minimum numbers, were many times above the 11,779, and many of those numbers are certified, or they will be certified, but they are certified. Those are numbers that are there, that exist, and that beat the margin of loss. They beat it, by a lot. And people should be happy to have an accurate count instead of an election where there's turmoil. There's turmoil in Georgia and other places. You're not the only one. We have other states that I believe will be flipping to us very shortly. And but this is something that's as an example, I think in Detroit, and I think there's a good section of your state actually, which we're not sure, so we're not going to report it yet. But in Detroit, we had 139% of the people voted. That's not too good. In Pennsylvania, they had well over 200,000 more votes than they had people voting, and that doesn't play too well.
Turmoil. If anything, he and his fans and his lawyers have been causing turmoil, not the Democrats, and certainly not the people running the elections. His complaints and his charges, his accusations, and his rather glaring lack of evidence is what's causing turmoil, if anything. And he's going to flip more states in the next couple weeks. With the trouble he's having doing anything at all in Georgia, I don't think so.
Yeah, we'd like to go further, but we don't really need to. We have all the votes we need. We won the state. If you took, these are the most minimal numbers, the numbers that I gave you. Those are numbers that are certified, your absentee ballots sent to vacant addresses, your out-of-state voters, 4,925. When you add them up, it's many times the 11,779 number. So we could go through, we have not gone through your Dominion, so we can't give them blessing. In other states, we think we found tremendous corruption with Dominion machines, but we'll have to see. But we only lost the state by that number, 11,000 votes, and 779. So with that being said, with just what we have, and with just what we have, we're giving you minimal numbers. We're doing the most conservative numbers possible. We're many times above the margin. And so we don't really have to mark. I don't think we have to go through machines because what's the difference between winning the election by two votes and winning it by 500,000 votes? I think we probably did win it by 500,000.
What's the difference between 2 votes and 500,000 or 1,000,000 votes? Is he serious? Yes, I think he's serious, and he's completely ignorant. You don't have to be good at math to understand where he's going. He's simply trying to reverse the results, regardless of the scoreboard, and he has no evidence at all. It's completely ludicrous. But to talk about it like it's already been validated, what he's saying, oh, it has not. He has not produced any evidence. This is one person who just thinks that he's right all the time and everybody's supposed to obey him by agreeing with him. Insane.
One of the things that happened, Brad, is we have other people coming in now from Alabama and from South Carolina and from other states, and they're saying it's impossible for you to have lost Georgia. We won, in Alabama we set a record, got the highest vote ever. In Georgia we set a record with a massive amount of votes, and they say it's not possible to have lost Georgia. And I could tell you by our rallies. I could tell you by the rally I'm having on Monday night, the place, they already have lines of people standing out front waiting. It's just not possible to have lost Georgia. Not possible.
It was impossible for him to have lost the election? This is the most insane statement he makes in this call. If you cannot figure out how elections involve someone possibly losing, and that someone is everybody who runs, then you shouldn't run. If you cannot accept or tolerate or withstand losing, you shouldn't compete in anything at all. This guy is really not prepared for life as a regular human being. Apparently, all of his life, he's been raised to be privileged to the extreme, and as an adult, it just looks really ugly and astounding. This guy actually manages to put his shoes on in the morning. Oh my goodness. Well, thanks for watching. I'm going to make another video with the rest of his comments and commentary of my own, and I hope you watch. It's just crazy what he's given us here, right? A gift. A gift to the Democrats, anyway. Rock on.